How do I even start off this video? Well, first of all, hey, we're back. Oh my gosh. Let me explain this setup first of all. We have the grand old school of UCLA behind me. Why am I holding an iPad? Is it because I didn't memorize my script? Maybe, but it might also because I'm using this as my mic. So, yeah. Oh, this is terrible. So, you're here and you're asking yourself, how do I navigate uncertainty? And who am I, a third-year undergraduate student who has not even graduated college, to give you advice? Only the most qualified person here. Bam! Did you see that cut? That's some editing prowess right there. Oh, I need to start this video. Okay, so as I was kind of even asking myself this question, graduation coming up, class that actually just graduated a week ago, not me, not yet, but I was asking myself, how do I navigate uncertainty? And I think like death, like taxes, uncertainty is just one of those things that are constant. We have to learn how to navigate through. So here I am. While I may not have graduated college nor have faced extreme uncertainty in my life, I took it upon myself, and thank you to my lovely friends who did graduate. So I asked maybe 10 lovely friends, and I asked them, so what did you do to navigate uncertainty? And so they gave me some lovely responses, in which I've compiled in this wonderful document right here to give to you guys. My first point, in the wise words of my friend Connie, uncertainty is a bitch and will not leave. The will not leave part is from me, but at first this might sound terrible and scary. And I'm sorry that I'm not able to offer a magic genie solution to how to solve your problems and how to go through this world when there's a crippling job market and uncertainty on every horizon. Please don't click off. But that's why I'm here. While uncertainty will never leave, but I can offer some actionable steps to help you come to kind of peace with that realization. Well, technically, isn't peace the solution to this uncertainty that we're feeling? So unfortunately or fortunately, we will never be sound in all of our decisions. While this might sound unsettling at first, I feel like it should actually give us peace. And you might ask why. Well, I feel like the root to this pressure that we feel to figure things out or to not have any uncertainty in our lives comes from comparing ourselves with everyone else. And in the wise words of my friend Joanne, she said, everyone's faking it and it's just a poker face, not gonna lie. Yeah, uncertainty doesn't really go away per se, but there are things we can do to mitigate the anxiety that we may feel from uncertainty. And I think what's an important realization we should give ourselves is separating the idea of anxiety and the idea of uncertainty. While anxiety may come from uncertainty, uncertainty doesn't necessarily have to induce anxiety. And while anxiety can be something that you experience from it, it's not something that has to be. At the end of the day, we can't force certainty. As my friend Josh said, quote, no one ever fully has their shit together, so don't feel like you have to as well, end quote. Calculating every single variable is a lost cause. That's way too much effort, and spending our time worrying about something that, frankly, just we don't have enough information for is kind of pointless. And I think that's another thing, is recognizing the root of our uncertainty. Along with comparing ourselves, it's from not having enough information to make a decision. And you might not ever have enough information, but that's okay too. And it is coming to terms with that realization, which should help us come to peace. And so at the end of the day, don't let uncertainty breed hesitancy in, just going for it. At the end of the day, we do what we can and we let the rest take course. And that kind of leads me to my second point of how bad decisions are still good lessons for growth. Wow, look at this building. How did I get here? All some great questions. You know what's another great question that we're answering today? How to navigate uncertainty. Hey, I need to get to this point. Anyway, well, one thing that we often forget, and sometimes we just need to, have a nice little reminder, is that we need to separate the decision from the outcome. And making the right decision or wrong decision doesn't necessarily mean that the holistic experience was a good or bad experience. Separating the quality of the decision and the outcome are, two different things. And oftentimes I think we get uncertainty from having this big crossroads between these two big decisions. There are a lot of things that will happen in life, and whether we expect them or not, whether they are uncertain or certain, we have to embrace all of them with open arms. Like whether they're good or they're bad, every experience will kind of pass, and that's okay, and that's good. So we have to take every experience as a lesson and make sure we take what we learn from it and grow, you know? At the end of the day, if we make the poorest decisions, but we still learn the most valuable lessons, can we say that, you know, maybe it was a good decision, maybe it was a bad decision? But the quality of the outcome and what we gain from it is completely different. So at the end of the day, I think we have to have that confidence knowing that no matter what decision that we make in the face of uncertainty, that it is what we do with it and how we grow with it that ultimately defines the quality of, you know, the whole experience. I think here the key word is contextualizing everything as a learning experience. I mean, yeah, contextualizing everything as a learning experience. You know, my friend shared how, while she doesn't see herself at her current job or the foreseeable future, a couple months from now, she said that she still thinks that the months she did spend were still valuable. I mean, just because the decision or experience is different than what you ultimately want to do, it doesn't necessarily mean that objectively the experience you had was a negative experience. Sometimes we, you know, have to do the things we don't want to do in order to realize we don't want to do them. And that's okay. And at the end of the day, that's good, actually. And so my last point, I guess, today, I feel like a TED Talk. It's kind of magical, though. I'm around some purple flowers during the summer. Anyways, last point is that no matter what, all that's there left to do is keep showing up and believe in yourself, because you got this. Don't let certainty stop you from trying. That's really all you can ask of yourself. Put your best foot forward, as my mom said. I can't ask more of you than your best. If your best is taking a blind leap of faith into the abyss that is uncertainty, then we welcome and embrace it with open arms. You are stronger than you think. And sometimes, you know, part of the hero's journey is the end, but also sometimes part of the hero's journey is trying. Boldly just going into the next season, not knowing everything, but you do know some things. And most importantly, you know yourself. And, you know, death, taxes, and uncertainty as one constant. But another constant is yourself and your own abilities and your strengths and your weaknesses. But internally, you have your own best friend right next to you. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed a little therapy session, advice giving session from your neighborhood third-year bioengineering student, fourth year now. And maybe I'll reflect on this video as I enter my own season of uncertainty when I graduate. Maybe I'll be like, damn, that was good advice. Or maybe I'll be like, damn, see y'all. Oh my gosh, this was so embarrassing. Y'all.